Listen, it was a great college basketball game for this time of year. Yeah, I thought fans were into it. It was loud. DePaul, made a couple more plays than we did at the end, and you got to give them credit. But I thought a lot of the game was played at a pretty high level, and that's encouraging. I'm sure for Doug and for me this time of year, because we're both, and for us in the Big Ten or the Big East, and we all got tough non-conference games still. It was disappointing. I can't lie. I really, felt like we did a great job coming back, getting control late in the game of the ball, and again, just didn't finish it. Didn't make the extra one or two plays we needed to. So, but I was really encouraged by the way we defended them. I thought we took pretty good care of the ball. We just had some turnovers at the wrong time. Again, great. Want to thank. Before we move on to questions, I want to thank DePaul for being a partner today in the Autism Awareness Game in Chicagoland. And, we have a lot of families that come from all over the area that, really special for them. They don't get a chance maybe to see a college basketball game in their normal day. And for the families that share that with them, I feel like they really, it's awesome that we're able. You have all these great athletes on both teams, Northwestern, DePaul, that we're able, to share this. So again, I want to thank our partners in this with DePaul and Northwestern, our administration for making this a great day for a lot of kids. I'm an adult, so it wasn't as great a day for me, but we'll move on.
Coach, with Veronica missing the 2 free throws at the end of the game, you guys had a similar situation last year in Michigan, but I think it was Hamilton who missed the 2 free throws at the end of that game. And, a player like that, she's beating herself up after that kind of situation. How do you address that, going forward?
Look, there's a lot of plays in the game that went different ways, So, I understand how things get magnified in the last minute, and I can tell you this: if you put the clock back and say, "Coach, pick a player," I pick Burton, give her the ball, and say, "Hey, we're going home." And so, I feel bad for her, but she's a tough kid, hard-nosed competitor, and great player for us. So, I don't think there's any residue to that. And like I said, a lot of other plays in the game that kind of affected the outcome. But that's who you want at the line if you're us, or one of 2 or 3 players that we have.
And then obviously Birdie had a great game offensively. Saw down the stretch you made some offense-defense subs with her and Sydney Wood. Does that open up a new dimension for you guys going forward if she can be an offensive threat?
I think Birdie has worked. I give her so much credit. She's a senior. She's been through a lot and has just, worked tirelessly to keep coming back in the gym, to keep coming back as a senior, where she's had a career that's been, it's been up and down at times, and she just has this great dedication to her teammates. So, I think you're seeing it paying off. She gives us, one thing she can do, among other things, but her biggest, I think, impact can be, she has this instant offense mentality, can really score the ball. We saw that tonight, and that'll be a great weapon for us all year.
Abby Wolf really set the tone for Northwestern early. And what did you see out of her that made her such a big threat for the team in terms of attacking DePaul and making sure that they didn't feel really comfortable on the paint?
Yeah, she was able to get the ball deep in the first half, first quarter. Made a couple plays late. I think she is again, as a senior, she has size advantages, and she's really skilled. So I think we got to get her the ball, and sometimes it's hard when you're playing against a running, pressing team that fronts you and helps from behind, and they're, it's hard sometimes to get the ball. I thought she battled really hard against that kind of defense.
skills, like what does she really offer to this team, not only as a senior leader, but also in terms of like a ball handler, in terms of a scorer, in terms of all that?
Yeah, she's 6'4", 6'5". You can reverse the ball through her at the high post. She can drop step left hand, right hand on the block. So there's a lot of things you can put her in pick and pop situations. She'll make good decisions. Oh, thanks. Appreciate the question. It, for our family, we've been riddled with this disease as a personal family, and then my wife, who's a saint, has worked, whether we were in Washington D.C. or here in Chicago, to help as many families as she could, along with our situation, to try and make it better. Whether that was trying to, talk to congressmen to raise money, to do research, or just to fight school systems and advocate, for kids who really probably weren't getting treated as well as they should. So I think, it's really touched us, and we understand the big picture of it, and it's a lot better now for a lot of families. But it's a nonstop battle. Thanks.
DePaul did score 70 points, but that was still their lowest output of the season. So what was your plan to limit their fast-paced offense, and how do you think you guys executed that?
They hit 7 threes in the first half, and that was our big, halftime point of emphasis, was to keep them. I thought we did a great job of taking away their threes in the second half, trying to get there on the catch. Where they hurt us, they back cut us a little bit, and they got some big shots towards the foul line, middle of the lane, late in the game, that were twos. But I thought we took away their three ball pretty well in the second half, in the third and fourth quarter. And they're capable of scoring 90, 100 points. So I thought our defensive effort was real solid. Just mad we didn't finish the game.
By 3 points with a minute and a half left. Gone back and forth all game. And then just what were some of your thoughts on that final stretch? They were able to get a few buckets, and you guys had some turnovers.
We didn't get a shot the one time. Obviously, we had a shot clock violation. We probably could have been a little more aggressive attacking the basket there. They came down, scored quicker than you wanted them to, and tough call. I didn't see the tape, so on their missed free throws, we didn't rebound it, and it was a big play. Not having to be able to get, had we been able to get the ball, you had plenty of time, 6-7 seconds, with the Burtons and the Birdies of the world that can get the ball up the floor quick. So you wanted to give yourself a chance. We missed some layups too. You got to make layups.
Just as you go forward, a couple more non-conference games and then right into Big Ten play here in a month or so. What is your biggest takeaway from a game like this against a top-tier opponent?
Well, I think it prepares us to play against teams that, there's any number of teams in the Big Ten or what's left on our non-conference. They're going to stretch you out. They're going to shoot threes. They're going to press you. One thing I thought we did a great job was handle their full court pressure. We had maybe 2 turnovers that hurt us, but I think it gives us some confidence that we can play in the open court and not play too fast, which is important because we got to get shot. We got to get her shots too. She hit 5 threes the other night. Offensively we got to get a little better. I think defensively our kids are buying in. So moving forward, that's what you want as a coach this time of year. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.